Yeah. Hello and welcome to all of you. I'm able to see some of our online class students. Hello to Aditya, Ananya. Hello to all. But as we all know, today's session is open to all session, and therefore I am able to see many of new students who are joined from various part of our country. So welcome to all of you. Today we want to learn basic physics. We want to study a chapter called properties of matter. So in that various basic properties of matter we are going to study. Anything which you can feel or which you can see or which you can touch is called matter. And the moment you say I have some matter, it will have some basic properties. For example, it must occupy some space. So we say it has got some volume, and then it will have some quantity of matter, which is called mass. And then it will have some other properties also, like it must have inertia, or it may have some properties like ductility, porosity, or few properties which it may have, it may not have. So these generic properties we want to study today in the chapter properties of matter. Before we start, a short introduction about myself. My name is Rahul Ogale. I am production engineer. I passed out in 2003. I worked in manufacturing company Godrej and Boys. I work for Tata Consultancy Services, which is a software company. And since I like to teach very much from 2008 onwards, I am into teaching. And I do teach for this Homi Bhabha exam. I do conduct online class. I have published book for Homi Bhabha exam. I am author for the book, and it is published by Jnanada Prakashan, which is available at various cities in the state. I do conduct workshops for students who are preparing for competitive exams, some workshop for 10th standard science students. I develop science apps which are available on Google Play Store. We make two types of science kit box. That was a brief introduction about me. Now let us start with today's topic. Physics is very interesting. In this today's session, I plan to show a few things on computer actual, and we want to study the properties of matter. So let us start. So properties of matter. So first of all, matter means what? Matter means matter. Whatever we can feel, we can see, we can experience, everything is called as matter. Each thing is made up of something, and that something is called as matter. And if there is nothing, then it is not matter, of course. But then if there is nothing, we cannot talk about nothing. So we have to have something, and then therefore matter has to be there. And therefore plastic is a matter, wood is a matter, your body is a matter, air is a matter, water is matter, milk is matter, kerosene is matter, सब matter, matter, matter. तुम लोग खाते हो वो भी मैटर, तुम आउटपुट करते हो वो भी मैटर, तुम लोग पीते हो वो भी मैटर, तुम खेलते हो जिस चीज से वो भी मैटर, सब मैटर ही मैटर. So we want to study some basic properties of matter, and that is the name of the chapter. Okay, so let us start. Now the first property is, we want to study all this. The first property is, what is matter? Everything which we can see and feel is all matter. Air, water, all solids, liquid, gas, everything is called matter. Now basic thing, matter has mass and it occupies space. Matter has mass. Mass means quantity of matter. How much matter do you have? 1 kilogram of matter. How much matter do I have? 10 kilograms of matter. So kilograms will tell you कि कितना matter तुम्हारे पास है. Now when I am saying that I have 10 kilograms of matter, my object का mass is 10 kilogram. I am not telling you 10 kilogram of what? Okay, I can have 10 kilograms of copper, or I can have 10 kilograms of iron, or if I am too much rich a person, I will have 10 kilograms of gold, or I will have 10 kilograms of milk. Correct? When we are telling mass of an object is 10 kilograms, we just tell the total quantity. So quantity of matter in the body is called as mass, and its unit is called as kilogram or gram. Now here I have, you might have seen such matter in form of this standard weights like this. ऐसे type के 100 gram, 200 gram, ठीक है ना? And this kind of weights are standard matter. So here this is 200 grams of matter, and you can have a thing called as equi-arm balance. Means two pans are there, bhaji wala balance, and you keep this into one of the pan, and whatever other matter you want to put, potato, sugar, oil, if you want, you yourself can sit in that pan, anything. And if both pans are like at the same level, then you are sure अगर ये 200 grams है तो वो भी 200 grams ही होगा. Okay, without knowing what it is made up of. So that is the use of this kind of stuff, matter. Next properties, of course, if anything has matter, it must occupy some space. And how much space does it occupy? That is called as volume. Volume means what? How much space a particular object will occupy. Now, how can you measure the volume? By something like this. This is to measure volume. With that, typically milk या oil का volume measure होता है. Unit to measure volume is milliliter, liter. So this is 15 ml, 50 ml का volume. Or you can use a thing like this. This is called measuring cylinder. On this measuring cylinder, here lines are there like this. Lines are there. So you put liquid into it and see up to what line the material is there. That is the volume. With this, can you measure volume of a stone? Yes. Put the stone, see the level. No, doesn't work that way. You first put water into it. Suppose I put water up to level 30. Up to level 30 ml, suppose. And then I put the stone in that. And then the level will go from 30 to 35. Then what is the volume of the stone? 5. Have you got the point? How to find it? By subtracting. So with this you can find volume of a stone. With this you can find volume of a glass marble. Can you find volume of a wooden piece with this method? No, because it will float on water. It will not sink inside, remain floating. Does that make sense? With this same method, you can find volume of anything which sinks, dubega. Then that way, though, you can find volume of your friend also. What do you do to do that? If you want to find how much space your friend occupies, body of your friend, then you get a big drum, plastic ka drum, fill it up with water completely. Then you take your friend and dip it into the drum fully, and all water will come out. So that you have to collect all the water in a big pan or something, and then you have to put that water in a bucket or in a measuring cylinder and see the level. But then before that you should remove your friend out. Don't keep it in the inside the drum. You remove it out and then start your measuring activity, and then with that you will find volume of your friend. Like that, all of you do experiment. You people find a method and find volume of your finger. Okay, up to this line. Try doing that at your home and let me know the answer. How many ml is the volume of your finger? And if you are very much interested, you find the volume of your hand up to this level, wrist. ये तुम फाइंड करो खुद. ओके, फ्रेंड को डुबा के उसका वॉल्यूम मत फाइंड करो, या फिर कैट बीट रहेगी तो वो भी मत करो, समझे? ओनली दिस टू एक्सपेरिमेंट वी शुड डू. वी शुड ऑलवेज रिमेन सेफ. एनीवे, so that was about volume, mass and volume. Now how can I measure mass? One method is like that balance which I told, like this. Or second is the equiarm one, or this one. This is to measure object, मिठाई का या बॉल का या फिर. And then this is the baby balance. नए न्यू बॉर्न बेबीज का मास उनको ट्रे में रखना पड़ता है ना, इस पे रखे तो बच्चा गिरेगा, तो ट्रे बनाया है उसके लिए. And then this is the one which is to compare. यहाँ पे वो weight डालो, यहाँ पे कुछ भी पदार्थ जो तुमको measure करना. He is trying to measure elephant. So this whole thing is a balance. So elephant is not does not want to come. तो मैं नहीं आऊंगा बोल के वो बैठा है वहां पे. तो उसने जोर से उसके बोला, नहीं रे आ जाओ, नो प्रॉब्लम. तो देखो लेके, तो एलिफेंट सा, अरे बाप रे, आई एम सो फैट, 480 किलोग्राम. ओ माय गॉड, वो सैड हो गया. सी, बेचारा सैड हो गया. अरे बाप रे, मैं इतना जाड़ा हूँ, अभी मैं किससे मेरी शादी होगी, कौन मुझे पसंद करेगा. तो एलिफेंट इज वेरी अनहैप्पी. फिर एलिफेंट की मदर बोली, अरे तुम तो कितने छोटे और नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे हो, सिर्फ 480 किलो, मैं तो देखो 2900 किलो. The mother elephant is 2000, slightly fat than that. So she is telling, nahi, nahi, you must eat your food properly. You are very pale and thin. Only 480 kilos. What is this? Now, matter is there. Now, if you have a compass box and if you remove everything, scale, compass, pencil, eraser, everything, and then you would have an empty box. Will it be empty? No, because there is air in that, and air is also matter. Now what you do is you bring a vacuum pump and you remove out all the air. If you do that, then you will have a compass box which is really empty. There is no matter, and such empty space is called vacuum. Correct. Han is correct. Everybody is telling correct. Vacuum. It is called vacuum. And in vacuum, there is nothing. And usually, even if there is nothing, there is air, and air is made up of tiny molecules, and those molecules do not sit cool and calm. They keep on moving, like they say, dun 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 all the time, and they move very fast, and they keep on colliding with each other, thadam 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 all the time. And in the same way, they collide on you also, thadam 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 thadam, like that. And they move quite fast. Oxygen molecule moves at 450 km per hour. So you do not need to be afraid. Arey baap re, kya hua? Nahi, oxygen aankh mein chala gaya. No need to worry about that. But that is what is going to happen really. But since they are very small, even if they go inside you, they don't hurt you. Now the trouble is that if they are hitting you all the sides, they say tum 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 karke, you will feel like you are getting pressed all the time. तुम ऐसे खड़े रहो, तुम्हारे 5-10 फ्रेंड आगे खड़े, 5-10 फ्रेंड पीछे खड़े, और ऐसे मऊ बॉल होते हैं ना, स्पाइली वाले येलो येलो कलर के, वो सब फटाफट तुमको मार रहे. कुछ लोग पीछे से मार रहे हैं, कुछ लोग आगे से मार रहे, धड़ाधड़ मार रहे. तो क्या होगा तुम्हारा? You will feel like you are getting pressed, na? All the side you are getting pressed, so you will feel a thing called as pressure. What it is called? Pressure. Now अभी वो छोटे छोटे बॉल लेंगे तो यूनिफॉर्म प्रेशर विल बी देयर. बड़े बड़े बॉल मारेंगे फुटबॉल तो यू विल नॉट फील प्रेशर, तुमको फटका लगेगा जोर से. हाँ, बट छोटे छोटे बॉल अगर रहेंगे तो तुमको यू विल नॉट कम टू नो, एक बॉल का फटका यू विल नॉट फील, you will feel effect of all combined, है ना? So that is what is happening when air molecules are hitting. तुमको एक एयर मॉलिक्यूल आगे फटाक से लगा, अरे बाप रे मेरा गाल दुख रहा है, क्या एयर मॉलिक्यूल लग गया मुझे, that is not going to happen. But since they are moving all the time, tap 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 tap, you feel pressure. Got the point? So you feel pressure, and pressure is always there. But if you are in vacuum, then there is no pressure. So on that, there is one beautiful video for you to see. Now to show you this, like balloon for instance, balloon has air inside the balloon, and that air inside the balloon will also apply pressure and try to make the balloon big. But there is air outside the balloon which tries to make the balloon small, and effectively balloon remains in the same size. But in vacuum, this outer air pressure is gone, but the inner air is still there, which tries to make the balloon big, and eventually balloon becomes big in size. It's not becoming big because you are blowing more air into it. It is becoming big because you are removed outside air pressure. Dekho, now in this is creating vacuum, and see what happens when vacuum is created. Balloons will grow in size and they will become big. After that, the rubber will get so much strained that it may burst. And balloon will get burst. ये देखो बड़ा हो गया. Have you noticed that? ये देखो फूट भी गया. Have you seen that? Now in the second video, instead of keeping 2 balloons, he will keep some shaving cream. Shaving cream मतलब दाढ़ी करने का cream. दाढ़ी करने का मतलब तुम्हारे फादर या फिर ग्रैंडफादर कोई करता रहेगा. तो वो cream is like it has got thousands of balloon. Cream means like bharpur, thousands of balloon. So that cream he has put in this jar, and then he will put it in vacuum. Now the way that 2 balloons expanded, this 1,000 balloons will expand. And what will be the effect? Overall cream will become very big in size. And gases have a property. They occupy all the given space. And therefore this cream will
relieve its
grow.
pressure. So here we go. The shaving cream finale with the valve closed. There it goes. Look at the shaving cream go. There it goes. The shaving cream snake. It just keeps growing. It's going to take over the United States. Oh, yeah. This is the kind of demo you can't get on normal podcasts. You can't even see me anymore. This is awesome. Yes, Siri Bob, I really hope I don't break anything with this. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And
yeah, now what will happen if he again allows the air to go in? Air will again apply pressure and each balloon will again shrink. So effectively इतना बड़ा फूक के जो क्रीम हुआ था वो वापस छोटा. Got the point? What to see in this? Okay, all of you see now. See this.
For the final finale is we can put the air back in and get a real good mess. Oh yeah, all cleaned up. All right.
Have you seen that? Okay. Now you will ask, like toothpaste is also same thing. Now you will ask, can I put little amount of toothpaste and get a big amount of toothpaste? Yes. Can I use that big amount of toothpaste? No. Because to use that big toothpaste, you would also have to go inside that vacuum, and then how are you going to breathe? Not possible. Then you will say, no problem. I will stand outside and remove out that cream with my hand inside vacuum. That also will not work. You can put your hand in vacuum, you can fetch some of that big toothpaste, and then once you take it out, again it is going to be small, and this much toothpaste you will get. So the idea is very beautiful, but it's not going to work. Got the point? The next thing, so we have seen mass and volume. Matter is required to pass the sound. This is just one more extra property. Sound waves can pass through matter but not through vacuum. To show you that here there is a bell in a jar and air is there, so you can hear the sound outside. But if you create vacuum, bell is still
Aim
dun,
is
dun,
to
dun, dun,
show
dun,
that
dun,
sound cannot travel through a vacuum.
and you won't be able to hear the voice. All of you see that. That shows sound
Now we
cannot
will let
travel
the
through
air
it.
back in.
वापस हवा छोड़ने के बाद वापस कोई आवाज आना चालू हो गया. Anyway, so no sound, no matter, no sound. When we tell mass of the substance, we just tell total quantity, and we never tell if it is gold, water, or mud. Volume, unit, liter, milliliter, centimeter cube. Now, if we have a rectangular object, then there is a beautiful formula. Volume is length into breadth into height. But otherwise, we have to use measuring cylinder to measure volume of liquid. Milk, for example, milk doesn't have length, breadth, and height. So you can't multiply. Therefore, measuring cylinder. There is one more property called density. Density is called mass upon volume, means how closely the matter is packed, kitna daba ke bhara hai wo, that is called density. For example, if you take a little amount of छोटा सा लोखंड का cube and same cube made up of cotton, तो लोखंड का cube will be very heavy because it has got more mass. Cotton का cube will not be heavy because it has less mass. Same shape, एक में ज्यादा पैक करके भरा हुआ है, एक में कम पैक करके भरा. Therefore we say लोखंड is very dense but cotton is not dense. Got the point? Water is also quite dense. Wood is less dense than water, therefore wood floats on water. What about wax candle? Will it float on water or will it sink in water? Float or sink? तुम लोग खुद करके देखो, घर में कैंडल ढूंढो, पानी में डाल के देखो. Aditya and Ahan and Niresh and Atharva and who else? चेष्टा ये तो क्या, एक हाथ ऐसे और एक हाथ ऐसे थोड़ी ना है, तो ये देखो तो करेक्ट, ये ऐसा ऐसे थोड़ी चलेगा. नहीं नहीं, बाकी सब रॉन्ग रॉन्ग. हाँ, देवेन करेक्ट, देवरिया ऑल्सो करेक्ट, भार्गवी नॉट करेक्ट, सुमुख नॉट करेक्ट, मिहिर परंस पे पहले ऐसा दिखा, L2 नॉट करेक्ट, सब ऐसे वाले नॉट करेक्ट. इट फ्लोट्स. तुम खुद करके देखो रे, करते क्यों नहीं हो तुम लोग घर पे? एक पानी लो, उसमें कैंडल डाल के देखो, चलो कल सबको कब लोग करो. कैंडल इज लेस देन. व्हाट अबाउट अमूल बटर? अमूल बटर पता है? अमूल बटर, खाने का अमूल बटर पता है ना? विल इट फ्लोट ऑन वाटर, सिंक ऑन वाटर? Float. It is also less dense than water. Iron denser than water. All metals denser than water. What about you people? Your body, is it dense or less dense? Are you denser than water or no? We are not denser. We are less dense than water. If you are put in water, do you float or do you sink? Suppose you don't do anything, don't swim, just jump into water. If you know swimming, then only. Otherwise, you will jump into deep pool and then you will say, "Yare baap re, to main to doob gaya." तुमको swimming ही नहीं आ रहा, तो वो मत तुम try करो. Suppose if you know swimming, so you jump into very deep swimming pool and don't do anything, don't move your hands. ऐसे ऐसे मस्त hand ऐसे करके बैठो. ऐसे ही करके रहो, टांग भी मत हिलाओ, हाथ भी मत हिलाओ. What will happen to you? Will you go and settle down at the bottom or will you come up? हाँ, we come up. करके देखो, जिन्होंने किया है करके देखो. And I will tell you one more thing. You purposely try to go at the bottom. जाके दिखाओ मुझे स्विमिंग पूल में पर्पसली ऐसे ऐसे करके अंदर अंदर जाके दिखाओ, नीचे जाके दिखाओ. You won't be able to do that. Water will throw you out because you are less dense than water. समझे कि नहीं? So generally the things which float on water are less dense than water. Anyway, so that was about density. How closely matter is packed. 1 kg and 1 kg iron and 1 kg cotton. Which one will be heavier? So you may feel iron is heavier, but that is not true. 1 kg iron and 1 kg cotton both will be equally heavy. ये देखो इसमें 1 kg cotton है, इसमें एक छोटा सा iron का है, and this is horizontal. This is not going down. ये काटा same है, equal, दोनों same है. Iron and plastic में of course iron is denser. Stone and cotton of course stone is denser. Water and iron of course iron is denser. Water and wood, water is denser because wood floats. Water and your body, water is denser. Now there is a basic property you want to study. It's called inertia. Inertia means kind of laziness. Do you want to explain? Anybody who was there at that time? Anushka, do you want to tell? Jaldi.
Sir, inertia is when a matter, if there is no friction, it doesn't move. When force is applied, only then it moves. So suppose a matter, it is kept in a place where there is no friction. So it will not move on its own unless any force is applied.
Mehul, bolo.
Yes, sir. When like a truck, when a car is pushed by a truck, so the man goes upside and with full force it jumps up on the air. That is called inertia.
An, bolo.
Sir, sir, inertia is means it is like a formula only, but means the thing does not move until and unless the force is applied on it. A push or pull is applied on it.
Bhargavi, bolo. Tell na Bhargavi. तुम unmute mic ही नहीं है.
Sir, inertia means that an object won't move unless a force is applied, and it won't stop moving unless another force is applied.
Most of you have told more or less correct only. All of you most have told correct only. Inertia is kind of laziness. Things do not move on their own. If you keep a bottle on the table, the bottle will remain on the table all the time unless you go and apply force on it. You pull the bottle, you push the bottle, it will remain over there. Now you will say, what a lazy bottle I have got. कभी भी लाइफ में इसको लगता नहीं 2 दिन हो गए 3 साल हो गए जरा बाहर जाके घूम के देखते हैं, अभी तो लॉकडाउन भी खत्म हुआ है. नहीं, कभी नहीं, never. It will not do that. It will just remain on the table till the time somebody applies a force on that. So what a lazy kind of bottle you have got. And really everybody in the world is lazy, and that laziness is called as inertia. Due to that, objects don't move on their own unless force is applied on them. You need to pull the body, you need to push the body and need to apply the force. One more small point, a body cannot apply force on its own. You cannot like pull your hand up and then start flying with your other hand, not possible. Or you cannot hold your legs and pull them up, jeans पहन कैसे खुद की खींचो जीन जोर से, and then you cannot hope to go up. It doesn't happen. Try करके देखो तुम लोग जरूर. या फिर you stand in a bucket and start pulling the bucket and see if you go up. That also doesn't happen. But as I told you last time, don't try this with the plastic bucket because it's not sufficiently strong. You will stand in the bucket and pull it up, and that whole handle and the top thing will come into your hand, and the base of the bucket will get broken and remain below your leg. So not a good idea at all. Don't do that. With metal bucket you try if you wish to. It doesn't happen. This all is due to inertia, and I told you na last time, inertia का दुरुपयोग भी ना करो, वरना what you will do, you will sleep, and then your parents will tell, what lazy fellow you have become, get up and do some work. They will say, no, I am not lazy. This is because a basic property of my body called inertia, due to which I cannot move on my own. If you want me to move, you must kindly come and apply force on me. Then only I am going to get out of the bed. But then this is not a good idea, because they may really get angry on you, and then your parents would really apply a force on you, and that is the further bad idea. So अपना ज्ञान सिर्फ तुम तुम्हारे ही पास में रखो. Do not share that with your parents in such case. Anyway, but that is very correct. that unless somebody will push you, you will not be able to move. And then you will ask, then how I'm able to get out on my own without somebody pulling me? The answer is reaction force. Okay, you are sleeping on the bed and your bed is a rigid body. Now, if you want to get up, what you do with your hands or with your leg, you push that body down. Like suppose like this is bed, I will push this down and then this will give me reaction, and due to that reaction I start moving. So I am able to move because of the reaction. Now you imagine my bed is made up of like very jelly kind of a stuff, and now I apply the force and my hand only puchuk karke will go in, and in that case I will not be able to move. Does that make sense? So that you are able to move only because of the reaction given by the bed. You are able to jump because of the reaction given by the floor. If you want to jump up, what you do is you press the floor down, and then the floor will give a reaction and apply a force on you, and therefore you move up. So you are moving up because floor is pushing you up. Now you imagine that you are standing on very jelly or a smooth kind of surface and you jump up. Instead of you going up, you will go down like inside, because that thing will not push you up. Got the point? So inertia is always there. A body will not move on its own. And second part of the inertia is, if the body is initially moving, then it will not stop moving, it will continue to move. Iska one very good example is a rocket called Voyager 1, Voyager 2 and Pioneer. These rockets were sent long time back. It were sent in like 1976, Voyager 2. It has gone out of like Earth, say Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and it is on the verge of escaping from our solar system. Still, it is going at a very fast speed, 11.2 kilometer per second, kilometer per hour, per second. It's very fast. And you will ask, like, why it is going so fast? Is a lot of powerful engine it has got? Answer is no. There is no engine. There is no fuel left on it. It is just going and going and going, because initially it was going, and then it is going and going and going, and it will never stop till the time somebody blocks it or somebody applies force on it. But there is nobody to apply force. It has gone so far from Earth that Earth doesn't pull it due to gravity. Means it pulls, but with a negligible zero force only, and therefore due to inertia it goes out. So that are the two aspects of inertia. The body which is not moving will not move, and the body which is moving will continue to move. One more aspect is, more the mass, more the inertia. How can you show that or convince that? Suppose you have a small marble, kaanch ka goti, you keep it on the table, and now will it move on its own? No, inertia. You need to apply force and overcome that. So you apply force on the marble and overcome the inertia. So marble will go. Correct? So you apply force and marble will go. Now you take an elephant and apply same amount of force on the elephant. Exactly same force. So marble will go, and then elephant will also not go. Same force you are applying, but elephant is not going. What might be the reason? It has got more mass, so more inertia. Do you remember that baby elephant was 480 kgs and the mother elephant was 2,900 kilograms? So small force on such a big gigantic body of the elephant mother, not going to make any difference. You need to apply more force. So you push the elephant, still it may not move. You really need to apply a great force to make the elephant move, right? So that is the thing. More the mass, more the inertia. Now here there is one example. Yeah, you quickly read this. If the object is at rest, it remains at rest. And if the object is moving, it continues to move. Objects appear to be lazy. This is a basic property of inertia which everybody must have. इसका एक एग्जांपल तुम करके देखो. एक ग्लास लो. कैसे करना है? All of you try doing that. You have to take a glass like this, put a cardboard on that like this, put a coin on the top like this, and then do like this. The paper will go, coin is inside. Correct? Now why the coin is inside? Because of inertia of the coin. The glass ke upar jo top tha, that will go out because I am applying force, but the coin has got very little friction between them. So nobody applies force on the coin directly. So due to inertia, coin remains there, and नीचे का support चला गया तो डुबुक करके अंदर गिरेगा. Second experiment, when you play carom, keep some coins on the board, 8-10 coins, and hit the bottom coin with the striker with a great force. You will find that all the stack will start moving. Correct? No, not correct. करके देखो तुम लोग ये. Only the bottom coin will go and all remaining stack of coin will just settle down there itself. फिर तुम वापस से मारो, वापस नीचे वाला कॉइन जाएगा, बाकी डुबुक करके अंदर नीचे जाएगा. This is also due to inertia. All of you try doing that. छुट्टी है ना तुमको, अभी घर में कैरम रहेगा तो खेलो तुम लोग. वैसे भी क्या काम है तुमको अभी लाइफ में, है कि नहीं? टाइम पास ही तो टाइम पास, ना स्कूल ना और कुछ काम. तो तुम लोग जरूर ये सब ट्राई करके देखो. Now next one. Now this is one example. लोड अगर ट्रक के ऊपर रखोगे एंड एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो गाड़ी रुकेगी, बट द लैडर कंटिन्यूज टू मूव एंड देयरफॉर देखो ढबक से नीचे आगे गिर गई. इन द सेम वे, हैव यू सीन दैट? व्हेन द बाइक हैड द एक्सीडेंट, बाइक टकराएगी तो दिस पर्सन इज लाइक गेटिंग थ्रोन अवे, इज नॉट जंपिंग वॉलंटरीली, ड्यू टू इनर्शिया इज गेटिंग थ्रोन अवे. दिस इज वन एग्जांपल ऑफ इनर्शिया, रियल लाइफ. हैव यू सीन दैट? Have you seen that? Why that happened? The biker was moving with a great speed. His bike stopped, but he continued to move due to inertia. ऐसा नहीं है वो खुद से कूदा है, और ना बोलोगे क्या पागल आदमी ऐसे कूदता है, क्या कोई एक्सीडेंट नहीं. He is not voluntarily jumping. He is getting thrown due to inertia. Got the point? Yeah. One more example. All of you see this. ये देखो. This example we have seen. This is also a good example. Here are some books on this chair. Now all of you see, when the chair hits the other chair, all the books have changed the place from this chair to this chair. Again due to inertia. Books were moving, books continued to move, and that's why they changed the chair.
Come on.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Those people were sitting on the top of that bus in a very unsafe way. And when the bus applied the brakes, the people on the top continued to move. तो थोड़े मुंह होके हवा में आ गए. अभी उनके बेस के नीचे बस है ही नहीं, बस तो पीछे रह गई, तो धड़ाम से वो नीचे गिर गए. Have you understood the point? Inertia, due to inertia, and therefore we should not travel like that of sitting on the top of any vehicle. We should sit inside the vehicle. And then in the cars or in this, for the safety purpose, there is a seat belt which will protect us. Even in case of accident, when the body gets thrown, the seat belt will kind of arrest us and the injuries will be low. That was inertia. Next law we want to study is called law of conservation of mass. The rule is very easy to understand. Rule says that mass can never be created and mass can never be destroyed. Whatever mass is there before some reaction or situation, same mass will be there after. That means we can never create the mass, we can never destroy the mass. This rule is called law of conservation of mass. Now you may say that this will not happen. We can destroy the mass by burning, correct? We can take a candle and we can burn it, so all wax I have destroyed. But that doesn't really happen. Whatever wax you had initially, suppose 10 grams, it will take some oxygen and then that wax will burn and then all gases will come out. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, water vapor, some particles. If at all you collect all the things into a big balloon and then if you weigh that, and then that will be exactly equal to the initial mass you were having. So the point is, even if you burn wood or you burn coal or you burn candle or you burn paper or anything, you are just converting the mass from solid wax to some gases, but the mass is still there in form of gas. If you want, you can collect all gases in a big balloon and weigh that on the spring balance or that beam balance, and you will find that the mass is exactly same. So the point is, mass cannot be destroyed. Then you may say, can we create a mass? Our body, for example, we are growing children, so we are becoming big and fat and tall day by day. When we were born, we were very small, 2 kg, 3 kg, then now become 20 kg, 30, 40, 60, 100, 200, 400. So we are growing. Is our body producing mass? Answer is no, your body is not producing mass. What you are doing is you are eating more and throwing out less. Suppose in few days, if you measure the food and water, if you are drinking, like suppose if you eat 1000 kilograms of food and then every day there will be output also, that also you measure and add. Measure means every day ka measure karo, ऐड मतलब वो जमा करके मत रखो, फेंको ही रोज का रोज, बट वैल्यू सिर्फ ऐड करो. देन यू विल फाइंड दैट तुमने 1000 किलो खाना खाया, बट तुम 1000 किलो खाना एक्सक्रीट नहीं करोगे, थोड़ा सा कम करोगे. तो व्हाट विल हैपन, जो डिफरेंस है ना, दैट डिफरेंस इज एडेड इनटू द मास ऑफ योर बॉडी. So the point is, it's not that your body is creating mass. You are eating more and throwing out less. That's why you are growing. Trees also do the same thing. You may feel trees are not eating food. Are they producing mass? Answer is no. Trees cannot produce mass. Nobody can beat the law of conservation of mass. Trees will absorb water. Trees will absorb carbon dioxide, and utna hi unka mass badhega. So nobody can create mass. Nobody can destroy. How many of you understood the law of conservation of mass? Understood. And usse pehle what we have studied, law of inertia, basic property. That also how many of you understood? Okay, or more or less you are understanding. Very good. Now next one. So two important laws, properties of matter. Yeah. Now there is one more thing. We want to learn like solid, liquid and gas. So conversation. So basically all particles are made up of tiny particles. In solid, all the particles have fixed position and the particles are kind of vibrating, but they cannot leave the place and go here and there. They are just remaining over there and vibrating. And this is true for all the things. Like for example, I have this object. So this is made up of particle. Ek particle idhar, ek idhar, ek idhar, ek idhar, idhar. They are all vibrating, zig, 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 like that. And then you will say, why are we not seeing this like flashing around like a do, 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 do? The answer is the vibrations are so small, your eyes cannot see them. But they are oscillating like thode, 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 thode. Okay. Now that is the solid form. If you heat this, garam garam karo, the vibrations become more. But still they kind of hold hands with each other firmly. And then this fellow, even if it is moving, ye do baju wale usko pakad ke rakhte hain, and it still remains solid. Now you go on heating it more and more, it becomes hot and hot and hot. Then what will happen? The vibrations are so vigorous कि आजू बाजू वाले लोग उसके हाथ पकड़ नहीं पाते. The bonds get broken down, and then the molecule over here can just go anywhere here and there. And we will say now it is liquid, melt hoga, liquid hoga. All the molecules are jiggling very fast and they are melting, moving here and there, but still there is attraction. एक किसी ने अगर ऊपर जाने की कोशिश की तो बाकी आजू बाजू वाले टांग पकड़ के उसको नीचे खींचेंगे. So that we have a state called as liquid. So you take solid and उसको energy दो गरम, liquid होगा. Again उसको और energy देते जाओ. A time will come when molecules are so vigorously moving that uske neighborhood molecules cannot hold on to that. So any molecule can just go here and there, anywhere in the world. And we say now each and everybody has become free. Such a state is called gaseous state. So typically you take solid, you heat it, you will get liquid. You again heat it, you will get gas. Ulta, if you take some fume or vapor in a container or a bag, then you keep the bag in the refrigerator and cool that whole thing out, you will get droplets, liquid. You cool that further, you will again get solid. So generally, substances have three states: solid, liquid, gas. बराबर है? तीन states. Solid heat करो तो liquid, liquid heat करो तो gas. So that are the general three states of matter. Now you will ask, will all the substances in the world has got three states? Like for example, iron. You must have seen iron objects, lokhand ka bhanda, iron nail, screw, or lokhand grill, all are solid. Can I have liquid iron? The answer is yes, but you need to heat it at around 2000, around 700 degrees centigrade. And then this is one video of liquid iron. Here they are having some liquid iron in this furnace, and you will find that orange color liquid comes out. Chatka laga usko dekha. This is liquid iron. What are they trying to do is they are trying to make an iron gola, iron object. So for that they will have a sand box and they will pour the liquid iron in that box. It will have a khadda, chaukoni cube they want to make, or a gola, to khadda, and you pour that liquid iron into it and allow that whole thing to get pulled out and become solid. And then you break the box. Box is made up of sand, and then you will be able to get. So now they will start pouring. These are all sand boxes. Now this box has got a big khadda, तो गोला बनाने का है. स्कूल में होता है ना shot put, गोला फेंक. वैसे गोला they are trying to make. So see, they are trying to pour that liquid iron.
There we go.
That is very hot liquid ion.
To the bot, quick, get that shovel on there.
This process is called
I'm
casting
grabbing a bot,
process.
here it comes, back and forth, back and forth. Shovel. Oh, nice.
And many of our engine parts, car engine, machine parts are made up like this.
Give another bot, please. It's coming here.
ये गर्मा गर्म liquid है. Correct? Now you will ask, can we have fumes of iron? Can I have vapors of iron? WAF? Yes. You need to heat it to around 2100 degrees, but it's possible. Correct? So iron does have solid, liquid and gas. ऐसा नहीं है सिर्फ बोलने की बात है. Actually also there. Therefore तुमको दिखा रहा हूँ. Now you will say like mercury is a metal which is liquid metal. It is there in thermometer. But we can make solid out of it, and we can even make gas out of it, because all the substances have 3 states. Here he is trying to make solid mercury. So he has got some mercury. Now he will pour the mercury. He will put a thing called as solid carbon dioxide, dry ice, and make it very cold, up to minus 40 degrees centigrade. If that is done, then you will find that the mercury will get frozen, and you will get ice of mercury. All of you see that? This is ice, piece of ice of mercury. It's not water ice, mercury ice. It kind of melts and it gives water drops, mercury drops, sorry. See? And mercury is so dense that even a lokhand ka ball floats on mercury. Lokhand ka ball floats on mercury. It's very, very dense. Now you will ask, can we have fumes of mercury? Answer is yes. But fumes are transparent. You need to boil the mercury. It boils quickly at 358 degrees. And you can have fumes of mercury, but they are poisonous. And therefore, we can't do this. You should not do this experiment unless you have very specific laboratory and good ventilated area and all methods of protection available with. So the point is, all the substances have 3 states. Next property you want to study is called molding. Molding, this not all the things will have this property. Molding means when the substance is hot, it is soft. You can change its shape. And once it is cooled down, it becomes hard again. Glass has that property, molding. He is trying to make a flower pot out of this glass drop. Now this glass which he has got at the end of the pipe is like liquid, kind of semi-liquid. He is trying to blow air into it. And see, its shape is changing. ये देखो और थोड़ा change हुआ. Have you seen that? ये देखो. Now he's blowing air into it and he's trying to make a flower pot, basically. Flower pot. ये देखो कैसा फुगा हो गया ना. So glass has got capacity molding. Now we will again heat it a bit क्योंकि वो ठंडा हो गया ना. अभी देखो. Now this flower pot is quite kadak now. But he wants to put a. Here there is some more glass. See how he's cutting that glass. मस्त है? Like paper cut करते हो ऐसे. That is very molding. अभी ये ठंडा हो गया तो कड़क हो गया. See handle बनाया उसने. Now can you identify that it is a flower pot? Correct? ये देखो. That is molding. Means the thing is soft when it is hot and then it is hard once it is cooled down. Next property is called ductility. Ductility and malleability. Ductility means you can pull the things and make wire. Copper is a metal. Metals are usually ductile. And malleability means you can hammer and make sheets like this aluminum foil, or you can have like काजू कतली नाम का एक होता है ना, उसके ऊपर का thin film is made up of silver film. It is a metal but very thin film. Elasticity means ability to get back the shape, whereas plasticity means ulta of that. It doesn't get back the shape. Elastic को ऐसे खींचो and then you can release the force and it comes back to its original position. But one more thing about elastic, rubber band, ऐसा rubber band लो, जोर से खींचो. Now, when you are pulling it, the molecules inside start vibrating vigorously because of your pulling thing. And due to that, it becomes hot. And you can check it out. Measuring is very difficult. But our body is very sensitive. तुम rubber band लो, ऐसे गाल को लगाओ slightly. Feel करो. ऐसे खींचो और इमीडिएटली गाल पे लगाओ, यू विल नोटिस द डिफरेंस, थोड़ा गर्म होगा, करके देखो, बट केयरफुली करो, ज्यादा एकदम खींच के करोगे तो फटाक से लगेगा गाल को, बी केयरफुल अबाउट दैट, बट यू कैन डू दैट, यू कैन फील द टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस, और बॉडी इज टू सेंसिटिव फॉर टेम्परेचर्स. तो मड बॉल इफ यू टेक इट इज नॉट इलास्टिक, मड लेके उसको दबाओ या फिर खींचो तो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू कम टू द सेम, सो इट्स कॉल्ड प्लास्टिक, मींस नॉट इलास्टिक. Again, two properties of matter, plasticity and elasticity. This property is called diffusion. Diffusion means a random mixing. This property is there only in liquid and gases. Molecules kind of get mixed all the time, pura time, and whole thing is mixed up. You don't need to put a fan for that automatically. For example, एक room लो, corner में एक अगरबत्ती जलाओ, तो रूम में 10 जन रहेंगे, हर एक को स्मेल आएगा, है ना. इट्स नॉट दैट यू हैव टू टेक द स्मेल, कलेक्ट इट एंड पुट इट इनटू नोज एवरीबॉडी, हर एक के नाक में डालो, ये नहीं करना पड़ता, एवरीबॉडी विल गेट द स्मेल. दैट इज ड्यू टू डिफ्यूजन. डिफ्यूजन इज द रीजन. वरना क्या होगा, जो जिधर स्मेल प्रोड्यूस करेगा उसी को स्मेल मिलता रहेगा. दैट डजंट हैपन ना. तो स्कूल में भी तुमने एक्सपीरियंस किया ही रहेगा, तो फिर सब लोग ये करते रहेंगे. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ डिफ्यूजन. डिफ्यूजन, स्मेल विल स्प्रेड एवरीवेयर. समझ में आया कि नहीं? डिफ्यूजन. And that is why we are very happy because of diffusion. Varna to if there are some like 5-6 people in a room, if all of them go to one corner of the room, they will breathe all the oxygen will be finished, then the remaining oxygen is there on your head, like, so you have to jump and breathe, like wo wala ha main wahan ka oxygen breathe karta hu, tum wahan ka oxygen breathe karo. That is not required. It will automatically get mixed, so you don't have to do anything. You just sit over there, keep on breathing, all oxygen will come to you eventually. So that is the benefit of diffusion. समझे कि नहीं? That happens in liquids and in gas. So these basic properties we have studied. एक property इसमें है sublimation, which we have not studied, but उसका we will study that in some other topic जब भी सीखेंगे तभी. Otherwise तुम मुझे remind करो, I will send you the video of that. Sublimation means it is kind of jumping. If you take solid, it will usually, you expect that it will melt, it will become liquid, and you expect that for further heating it will become a gas. But in case of sublimable substance, you take solid and heat it, you directly get gas. And if you take gas and cool it, you directly get liquid. Here two videos are there. One is about sublimation of carbon dioxide and one is about iodine, but that we'll see sometime later. तुम मुझे remind करो अगर नहीं हुआ क्लास में कोई तो, otherwise I will send it on the group. Last property, so this remaining all we have said: mass, volume, density, inertia, law of conservation of mass, three states of matter, malleability, ductility, plasticity, elasticity. Porosity means like some substances have got small holes throughout its bulk, like sponge. It can absorb water, not only on the surface, throughout. Then diffusion we already studied. Last two properties are hardness and brittleness. Hardness means scratches will not come easily. It will not get weared out. Glass is very hard. If you take a glass, you will not be able to make scratches on that very easily. But if you have wooden plate or wood, then you can have a pointed nail and then very easily you can scratch it. Second thing is, if you have a glass piece, you cannot rub it and it will not get over very quickly. It's hard. Eraser is not hard. Eraser, if you rub on a wall, it will get over very quickly. It's not hard. So hard substances will not get scratches. It will not get weared out by rubbing. Brittleness on the other hand, so glass is hard. Diamond is the hardest substance, very hard. You can cut glass with a diamond. With a hacksaw or a blade, you cannot cut glass. Your blade will get weared out. The edge will get blunt. Blunt means dhar chali jayegi. But with diamond, you can cut the glass. So that is hardness. Brittleness means the ability to get cracked if you drop or with the impact. Wood is not brittle, it's quite tough, but glass is brittle. Glass लेके से छोड़ोगे धड़ाम से फूट के टुकड़े होंगे. या फिर with a hammer, if you hammer it, it will get broken. Wooden plate पे hammer करके वो broken नहीं हो. तो glass is hard also and glass is brittle also. समझ में आया दोनों point? Hardness means scratches will not come. Brittleness means if you drop, it will get broken into pieces. These are some properties of matter. Anyway, तो ये सारी चीजें आज हम लोग ने सीखी हुई है. Okay, so we have studied the chapter properties of matter. We have studied various properties. We have seen few things. We have studied about inertia, about law of conservation of mass, and few other properties of matter. Are you able to understand this? Have you understood this topic and have you found it interesting? Interesting and understood? Okay, very good. Nice to know that most of you have understood everything. Good. Yeah. Now, after this session, you should start thinking on your own. When you study science, thinking is very much essential. Once you start thinking, various doubts and questions will come. All of you are most welcome to ask. Those who are our class students, the online class students, our next class will be there on Saturday, and we will discuss about this few aspects, and we'll make a brief revision about this. But all those who are new students, those who have come for the today's session for the first time, they also can ask the doubts and questions. Even if you are not our online class students, you are welcome to ask doubts and difficulties, and we try to answer all the doubts up to our capacity. So you are most welcome to contact us. You can send WhatsApp message or call. You can note down my phone number 989 201 3836. Also, you can visit our website oglelearning.com. oglelearning.com. On this website, few generic articles also we had put, like how to prepare for Homi Bhabha exam, how parents can help, how students should prepare. Of course, there is information about all these things, our online class, our science kit, and our apps. All information is there. But these generic articles are also useful to all the Homi Bhabha students. So do visit our site, and in case if you need any other information, you are most welcome to contact us. All right, bye to all of you. I hope our today's session was useful to all, and you have found science very interesting. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
bye. For those who are going.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.